music. They find rock and roll, and some use it as entertainment, some use it as access, and some, find it and fall in love with it. And I was one of those kids. Always loved to play and loved songs and learned to love songwriting. And I think that the songwriting process was shaped by the surroundings. It was a very easy white picket fence kind of a upbringing in the latter 70s in New Jersey. There wasn't any strife, there wasn't Northern Ireland in our backyard, So there was a pop sensibility to the early stuff that reflected a culture. And then, of course, it grew with time and social issues and personal trials and tribulations and introspections and celebrations. But nonetheless, it's just been a journey. The beauty of the record is that we had an idea to go down there and do what I've done before. I've been going there for almost 20 years, but never really used it. I used it as an exercise. Have a lot of friends down there, have seen a lot of songwriting situations and partook in several of them. Even collaborated with a bunch of the various writers down there as an exercise. Went down there with a blank notebook, but went down there with the blessing of the record company and says, I want to release this on the Nashville side of the label. And the Nashville side said, great, open arms, show us what you have in the notebook. And it was blank. But the beauty of it is when you go down there and you are an established artist, you're not that kid anymore that started in his bedroom with a blank notebook and a dream. You're the guy 25 years later that's unfortunately too savvy when it comes to what radio and MTV and and so I didn't think about this record with any commercial thoughts. I didn't think about this record with any touring thoughts. It just came from such a pure place of introspection based on what was going on in both Richie and Dave's lives that I just got to be the narrator for the most of it. But the magic, when you can look back on it, even a short time later after its release, is that its subject matter is something that people from New Jersey or New Zealand can relate to, and it's obvious that they're responding to. To tell you the truth, we haven't had a #1 album as a band in 17 years. This is the band's third, my fourth, but it's been quite a while. Even Have a Nice Day was #2. And nobody remembers who's #2. So yeah, it was a nice validation that it seems like the beauty of the artistic freedom that we had on the record is validated by the fan support. From the day we wrote the song, and I was able to, like I said, be the narrator in the situation for both Richie and Dave's personal lives. When we got the idea for Stranger, we started writing it, and I just watched him jump up off the couch and really partake in the lyrical content of the song. And he's like, and let me tell you another thing. But as I just sat there catching all these lyrics, we wrote it, and I knew right from that point how great would it be if we had a woman, not a girl, but a woman who would understand the lyric, sing it with me. And we searched high and low, and it was almost one of those, bang yourself in the forehead, duh. She was right in front of us the whole time, because we had a mutual producer in Dan Huff, and we had met Leanne 100 times over the years, have a lot of the same business associates in both of our lives, and she responded to the track, and of course sang the heck out of it. Well, the sound of a band is the sound of a band, and it's only because of the magic of those 4, 5, 3, however many members there are to a band. I've used all the rest of the side musicians on solo ventures and acoustic ventures, and when they play band songs, it sounds like cover guys playing a band song. I may have written the song, I'm the guy singing it, but it doesn't sound like the band. There's a chemistry when you have a band, and when you have a chemistry for 25 years with guys that have shared the dreams and the successes and the failures and the vision and the hugs and the kisses and the hits, it makes it a richer blend of character that develops what your sound is. So the reason that, the four members are the four members, and that there is no the foresight to see what I was seeing 25 years ago and remained loyal to that. Now, we're taking a pedal steel player because none of us play that instrument. It's, friendly to this record, same with the fiddle. Not permanent members of the organization, but for this next year or so, they'll be on the road. We're doing a sampling of it in New Jersey. We have a new arena there, so we put up 10 nights. It sold out immediately, and we thought, well, I guess folks still want to see it live, so we'll be going out on a real tour in January, and really, I think we have a model of the way we like to tour. It'll be a combination of arenas and stadiums, and it's a concise tour. The idea of the journeyman doing the 240-show tours, no longer in my life, but, we'll do 100 shows, and, we'll have a pretty busy year. You just have to have carved out time that is work and play, and, family and work. And so that's very important to me. I do it differently, and everybody does it differently. You talk to another guy in another band, and they like to work Saturday and Sundays, and then they're home Monday through Wednesday. But me, when I'm done, I'm done. I shut off the faucets, and you go and do family stuff, and then you go away again, and it's blocks. That's what Lost Highway is. It's that secret place. It's the great unknown. It's the light at the end of the tunnel. It's I don't know where we're going. That's the beauty of it. And as long as we keep, progressing, looking for that new thing to satisfy our artistic needs, while not relying on nostalgia or one of those kind of reunion tours, and as long as we're going forward, we'll continue to do it.